Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm back. Now listen, this is what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a little bit different. Let me give you your screen here. Somebody just commented, I want to say like an hour ago. I just got home and was doing a whole bunch of shit today, but somebody just commented about what they listen to, and they listen to a lot of classic, like 90s rap music, but it's really gone downhill, and I can't argue that. 100% it has. I listen to only a handful of artists that have been making music pretty much since then to now. But this, what I'm about to play for you, is a little bit older, but I want to give you something that you've never possibly heard before, since you guys are showing me shit that I have never heard before. So I'll break it down a little bit as I go, and I have the lyrics up on screen so that you can follow along with it if you're not used to this speed. I know a lot of you guys are into metal and it's craziness, so this is like a completely, you're not even, never mind being in the, it's not even in the same range at all whatsoever.
They say the odds against me are crooked and impossible, like I was born with a hole in my heart. It's an obstacle, I left to die by the doctors in the children's hospital, but I never lose hope. Success is psychological.
I can stop it right there. Already, we're only 32 seconds into the fucking song, and already that little bit that you just heard has more substance in it than anything that is probably dropped in the last 8 years.
The world is volatile and the street is my education, shaping a nation like the blueprint of a mason. While Shawshank record deals get you raped on occasion, so I'm focused on my economic situation. I'm like the little kids on TV that dig through the trash. I hustle regardless of the way you talk shit and laugh a lot.
Well, come on, dude. Come on, are you serious right now? You're not hearing this shit on the radio. Where's 6ix9ine at? Where's the 2 Chainz at? Whatever other famous jerk off that you can name. They're not putting out shit like this. Not at all. It's not even a question, dude. Are you kidding me?
A lot of niggas drop science, but they don't know the math, cause they mind is narrower than the righteous path. It's funny how on the block, niggas that kill you for cash, but never raise the gun to cry out, freedom at last. The Cold War is over, but the world is still getting colder. Atlas walking through the projects with the hood on my shoulders. I would like to raise my children to grow to be soldiers, but then a general would decide when their life would be over.
I could literally stop it right now, and that should be enough for you to go and look this dude up. Never mind everything else. Forget whatever is popular and whatever the equivalent to MTV is now. You're not gonna find, you have to dig through the metaphorical crates to find shit like this.
So I work hard until my personality split, like the Black Panthers into the Bloods and the Crips. They said I'd never be shit, but now I sit and reminisce like Yeshua Ben Yosef, flipping through Genesis. Ignorance is venomous and it murders the soul, spreading like a virus, running rampant out of control. So if I should ever fall and get caught in a hustle, let them know that I died while I fought in the struggle. From the hood rats to rich kids lost in the bubbles, spray painted on the streets and in the subway tunnels. Write it down and remember that we never gave in. The mind of a child is where the revolution begins. So if the solution has never been to look in yourself, how is it that you expect to find it anywhere else?
So I noticed while the music could not be more different as far as metal and rap music is concerned. A lot of the subject matter is the same in the sense that, these people are talking about real shit, or depression or whatever it is. It's put out there. It's just dressed up differently, and I think that's where metal might lose a lot of people because all they hear is somebody screaming and yelling into a microphone, much like the equivalent to rap music is all somebody might hear is a simple drum and a snare, or yeah, some of that shit. But it's not. You have to. There's pockets in everything, man, that you can find something that actually is worth something.
Immortal technique in the streets, back on the hustle. Cause 3 strikes to get you life for stuffing cracks in a duffel. Upstate behind steel gates, attacked in a scuffle. Razor blade stuck on the side of pencils, hacked to your muscle. But the emptiness is what bleeds you to death when it cuts you. And it's the lawyers, not the inmates, scheming to fuck you.
So, and there, if you listen closely, man, you can almost get an education while you're listening to it. So, like before you get into some shit, you can hear a story from a complete stranger that you never met before in your life, and maybe you're headed in the same direction that where that person already was, and they could tell you what you're going to see on the journey down that path instead of you going in completely blind and fucking your life up.
Trying to fight the system from inside eventually corrupts you. But that's what you get when you put a corporation above you. And it's the people that love you that seem to hurt you the most. Sometimes when they die, you find yourself cursing a ghost. But you make success, nobody delivers your fate. Sometimes you give and you take. Since prehistoric vertebrates crawled out of the lakes. And that's the truth about life. More to do with the ghetto than your car rims and your ice. Cause even though we survived through the struggle that made us, we still look at ourselves through the eyes of people that hate us. But
Hold on, man. Come on. You can't. I can't just let that. I can't just let that go past and not rewind it.
The lakes, and that's the truth about life. More to do with the ghetto than your car rims and your ice. Cause even though we survived through the struggle that made us, we still look at ourselves through the eyes of people that hate us.
You don't do that. I mean, even if you hate this right now, if you can't stand rap music for any and every reason, and this is driving you bananas that I'm even doing this. You have to. There are some good points in it. You have to at least acknowledge that it's not all bullshit. You just have to look in the right places. Everybody looks through the eyes of people that hate them, essentially. I know. Do you think the worst of yourself? I know I do. I mean, sure, a lot of people like to walk around, act like their shit don't stink, but I don't really think that a lot of people, even the people who act like that, I don't believe that they really believe that. I mean, there is a small percentage of people that do when you're running into those cats that, see a reflection of themselves and they're kissing their muscles and shit. Those guys are lost. You can't.
Hey, what about the ladies that are like that? Hey, ladies.
Yeah, well, girls are different though. I'm a dude. I can't speak on what a woman's.
Out there, or women out there that think that their shit don't stink.
Yeah, but I think that's also, isn't that part? If you're a woman and you're listening to this, right? Isn't it part of the game? Even if you do have insecurities to try to walk around and act like your shit don't stink?
Yeah, but not fucking actually believe that your shit don't stink.
That's the point that I'm making, though, is that even the people that act like they believe that, I don't think they really believe that. I think
I think some of the women, that act like that, actually really 120% believe that their shit don't stink. I don't think that it's a persona.
But I'ma make it regardless. The trumped up charges and semi-automatic barrages that empty the cartridge. Post-traumatically scarred kids that try to be brave, cause niggas backstab each other just to try to get paid. Turn cannibal like nights during the crusades. Afraid of responsibility, addicted to greed. Beating a girl, purposefully losing the seed. As if we bound to the destiny we used to receive. So if I should ever fall and get caught in a hustle, let them know that I died while I fought in the struggle. From the hood rats to rich kids lost in the bubbles. Spray painted on the streets and in the subway tunnels. Write it down and remember that we never gave in. The mind of a child is where the revolution begins. So if the solution has never been to look in yourself, how is it that you expect to find it anywhere else? I used to wonder why people don't believe in themselves. And then I saw the way they portrayed us to everyone else. They cursed us to only see the worst in ourselves. Blind to the fact the whole time we were hurting ourselves. I used to wonder why people don't believe in themselves. And then I saw the way they portrayed us to everyone else. They cursed us to only see the worst in ourselves. Blind to the fact the whole time we were hurting ourselves. I used to wonder.
You know, that is, granted, it's not hardcore. I can get into more of the hardcore shit, and I can still find something that is worth something. But I wanted to start off small, because I don't want to freak you guys out completely. Because there is a whole bunch of shit that I could show you. But this song in particular, especially from this guy, Immortal Technique is an underground artist to begin with. But then, secondly, everybody only talks about Dance with the Devil, it's a fantastic song. It's a great song. It's a story. But that's all that anybody fucking talks about, dude. They don't... That whole album and the 2 albums after that... Wait, hold on. The 3 albums after that are all good. But the guy gets one song national recognition where people are all over YouTube doing reactions to it and shit. Nobody touches another thing out of his catalog. It's wildly frustrating to me. So you know what? If they're not gonna do it, I'm dropping my pen. I'm getting so fucked up over here. If they're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, you didn't. But if you didn't like it, what didn't you like about it? Is it rap itself? Is it a little too soft for you? Are you trying to go in a direction where there's a little bit more going on, where it's a little more angry? Or, do you just not care at all about whatever it is as far as rap is concerned? Like, you have your own thing, and that's all you like, and you don't want to know anything else. I don't think that's a very healthy way of looking at anything. But, that's just my opinion. Who the fuck am I? I'm just some idiot with a pair of borrowed headphones and a microphone. Which, by the way, I am going to have to give these back. I bought one more day to use them. But the last video that I recorded, I bought those headphones at Walgreens, and the fucking microphone sucks, dude. So I'm going to try to do it without them after today, and hopefully the sound quality will be good. But if it's not good, you have to tell me so that I can attempt to fix it. And through this trial and error thing, maybe I can find a product that is actually half decent. But anyway, that's it. I have things that I have to do. I can catch you all up on that another time, later today, whatever. Either way, I do still have all of your suggestions right here, and I will get to them, but I thought, let me hit the pause button real quick, and let me suggest something to you, something that maybe you have never heard before, and maybe you like this. What?
Technically, you're giving them homework.
Really, you don't have to, you might look into it, you might not, but even if this does not go past this video, once this video ends and you never think about this again, at least I got to show you something that you may have never had the opportunity to hear before. Because I think that's what this whole journey of discovering shit is about, is finding different things that you might not necessarily come across. I would have never known about half of these bands. Matter of fact, majority of them, I would not have known anything, any of these songs. So there was a whole entire world that was out there that I was unaware of. It was like I was living under a tiny little rock, but now, slowly it's expanding like a fucking Minecraft world, dude. It's getting bigger. So we'll see how this goes. If you guys are into this, then maybe we could go back and forth. If I can think of some good songs that I think would generally appeal to everybody. Because I know that, like I said, there's going to be people that like it, some people that hate it. So I'll try a few different things. We'll see how it goes. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But either way, this is what I'm doing. I don't see anybody else out there that is doing this the way that we are all doing this together. So, trying to be completely original, cast a wide net, do all types of different shit. That's what this whole creativity thing is about. I have talked way too long.